welcome to my channel. Here's an update on scandal. Tunzi manages to weigh his way into Somide's heart, making him believe that he is his son. Pulls out a birth certificate, shows it to him, telling him, "Why do you think I came to work here? It's because I wanted to get close to you. I wanted to know my father." That's exactly why I took out this low-level job. And then Somide is like, "How do I look you in the eye and accept you? And while I abandoned you, so I'm terrified." And then Mthunzi tries to fish Nhloso ukuthi is there anything Semide said about him, but Nhloso's like, "No, is there something he should have said?" And then he lets it go. Taps is terrified or worried ukuthi Umdala is planning to kill Rex, goes to talk to Tlhogi, tells her about it, in hopes that Tlhogi will manage to speak some sense into Umdala. Tlhogi goes to Umdala, telling him, "Who's our hot sauce? You can't be doing that. We've got kids now. You need to think about our kids. You can't be going around studying Dindwa, wanting to kill people. Is that the kind of father you want to be?" And then makes him promise and swear on his kids' lives that he won't do it. And then, Mr. Moraes bought a house for Toriso and Puet. Goes to Puet and shows him the house, saying that it's paid for. It's a nice place with a nice garden and all that. But Puet is like, "No, I can't accept it. I want to be the one to look after Toriso, not you, giving me handouts." And then, Puet at home, his grandmother saying, "But see, you and your mom need to speak things about things and like be in good terms." His mom comes back and they have like a deep conversation about maybe an argument, because Poet sort of told her, "Because how do you think I felt when you missed my wedding? Do you hate Toriso that much? You know what, at this point I'd rather live under a bridge than to live here with you. Anyway, Papa Toriso bought us a house." Mama here at Chuga, thinking my son is going to leave now. Potoso is on a hustling mode, manages to hustle and convince Ephraim to give him a job to be a braai master at his butchery. Tunzo continues with the lie, saying that his mom passed away and that he was speaking nicely of Usemide. He used to like call him with his name when he was growing up, blah blah blah. Usemide is convinced, saying that now he wants Tunzo to come live with him. He wants to introduce him to everyone, also to his family, the Mores. But then Tunzi is like, "No, don't do that. I think it will be suspicious. I can't live with you and all that. Let's just keep it as an employer kind of relationship while we just work on our relationship like in secret." And then Samide offers to get him to pay for his new place so that he can move out of Hloso's place. And then Samide does the unthinkable. Dala, they ask him to put someone forward for the manager position. He nominates Umtunzi instead of Hloso. And Hloso all along he thought that the position would be his. Hloso is not happy. He goes to vent to Madlomo. Madlomo is wondering, is it something Umtunzi did that Mhlambe he said to Semide that made him do this? As they're talking, Umtunzi interrupts them, asking to speak to Hloso, and then tells Hloso that, "I'm aware that you are not happy. Semide told me, and I also didn't know he was going to choose me." Umhlo says, "What did you do? Because I thought I was an obvious person for this job." But Tones is like, "I didn't do anything. I don't even know why he chose me. And I'm not a criminal. I'm a changed person. I can turn down the position and let you take it." But Umhlo's like, "Don't be silly. Take it." And then, grandmother ka Poet talks to Poet and says, "I'm not happy about you accepting the house. You're the man. You must take care of your own family." "Ari, no, I did not accept it, Gook." And then his mom goes to speak to Toriso and Toriso's mom and dad, apologizing to them and saying that she would love for Toriso to come back to the Tubela's house, but it's not our decision, it's her decision. And Mama Toriso's like, "We know that you've been mistreating Toriso and we're not happy about that, so it's Toriso's decision if she wants to come back or not." And then Poet's mom speaks to Toriso, meets with her, they talk, apologizes, and then Toriso says she's willing to move forward as long as she can see her past her disabilities. And then they agreed on that and said that they would like to start afresh and build the relationship again. Bahamura, they finally brought Toriso Gatubela, finally Kasicho. Traditionally, they had like a little ceremony welcoming her. Kuku so happy, busy with totems Gatubela, and named her Matlo as a marital name. Everyone was so happy, and Ntatemuro was like, "You know what, every time I offer something to you, Poko, it's not because I'm undermining you, it's because I want to help as a father." So Please, all of us, let's help these kids build their life. And then they all celebrated. Tapelo was also there, his mom, and everyone, the Tubela family. And then Umtunzi tells the family that he got the promotion. The kids are happy for him, but obviously, and Closer and his wife know have spoken about this, and they're not happy. And then Umtunzi tells them that he's leaving. He's found a place. He's leaving tonight, like as in now. But finally he leaves. But then I'm suspecting something. He did something to Semide. And then Madlom is like, I'm happy that he's finally gone. We don't have to entertain him anymore. So it's a big day, Tembeni. It's the launch of E-levels. Ne Bechafela, who packed, who busy. Bechafela is pumping. But go levels, not so much. It's like it's sort of like empty because it seems like Tembeni is not the target place or target market for E-levels because like the people there, Gigas, man. Levels is too upscale for them. Hopefully, as time goes on, it will start pumping also. And then Upozoto Shem is busy with his job, working his butt off. And then Utiri makes fun of him, but Bridget is there to cover for him. And then Usemide talks to Nhloso saying, "I'm sorry you didn't get the job, um, but I know that you have made a best person for the job, but yet you did not recommend me. And so please help Umtunzi, guide him as much as you can, and help him so he can do this job properly." And then Udintle Nonhloso, they meet up Etembeni. Nonhloso is like, what are you doing here? Udintle, I was invited by Utabs and Dala for the lunch. And then Umadlomo comes and sees them together, feels insecure. Untloso sees Umadlomo and decides to go to her. Udintle and then hugs Umadlomo. Udintle is feeling jealous that Untloso is trying to hug Umadlomo in front of her. And Untloso tells Umadlomo that you've got nothing to worry about. Is Dintle going to be trouble again for Umadlomo and Untloso? Anyway, Ifram tells Umtunzi ukuthi you stole Nhloso's job. This was supposed to be Nhloso's job, the manager position. Not even. You just came here, he helped you, now you are taking umsebenzi wakhe. Athi Umtunzi, let's not forget that I'm the one who saved his life back in prison. Dintle is suddenly having an interest in investing in Tembeni, but Hawaii, the sudden interest that I saw potential. Dallas like, we don't want investors anymore, but Tabs wants her in. Dala Ray, when you're forgetting the Rex Makanda issue, we can't bring in new people. And then Dintle bumps into Toons Maiza. He's like, what are you doing here? I work here now. I served my time. I paid for my sins. I work here now. Arwana, do people know here what kind of a person you are? Do they know how dangerous you are? Atimaiza, stay in your lane. I also regret it. I didn't goes to tell Umdala about it. So, you guys know who Umtunzi Maiza is? This guy is a psychopath. He was in prison. Do you know the things he did? Ari Mdala, he did confess that he killed someone and he did his time. It's not like we're all saints. Atididi, that's just half of the story. This guy is dangerous. He's a psychopath. Do you know the things he did to Siseko and his family? He also killed Tambega. And then Mdala is shocked with how I didn't know that. And then they get interrupted by Utlhogo saying that there's a visitor, there's a guest that he needs to attend to. Adam Dada's fine, I'll look into it. And then Rex Makanda is here. Dada goes to greet him at VVIPs, and I can see people are safe because of us. Blah blah blah. I don't know. I think we need to increase the protection fee. Dada is like, today we're not discussing business. Let's just have fun. And then Utapela is having a little hiccup at the casino. Fela, some old lady had a manic child and she feels like the machine robbed her. Taps tries to deal with it with Bridget, but they fail. But Bozozo managed to fix it for him. I know this guy is good, man. Yeah, Bridget hire him as a manager. And then Taps and Dala, they talk about the Rex Makanda issue. What are you going to do? Why is this guy here? But I was getting Taps. And then Vuvu comes and be like, let me speak to him. And just like, maybe I can charm him up. Arim Dala, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Don't even do that. And then Rex goes to see Usemide saying, because I'm still looking for my brother. Because Usemide is shocked. What are you guys doing here? But I'm still looking for my brother. You know he loves a good time. He might come up. And then Umthunzi is watching the whole thing, sees how nervous Semide is, and says, "What's going on? Are these guys bothering you? Tell me about it so I can help you. I'm your sign." I say this thing, I can't, it's really a secret. I can't really talk about it, but who can you trust if you can't trust your son? And then Toriso shares with Poet about Ephraim being a potential boyfriend to Mama Hai. But Poet does not like the idea. He says that his mom is old to date. Ari Torisa, you are not excited fish. You don't want your mom to be happy. And then finally Magoko Kiriboni, they came to watch Toriso and Poet play, and they feel actually it's nice, but Mama Poet is like, I don't like the music. Kukuare headache, this place is too loud, they want to go home. And then they're like, but this is not a job, you need to get real jobs. Do you know how much you're making? Pella, from this gig alone, you can pay half the hospital bill. Mama Hai is shocked at how you guys make such a lot of money. I thought you're making about 5,000. Tunzi managed to convince Semide to tell him about his deal with Rex Makanda. What is it that he's looking for? And then Semide explained everything about Junior dying and the body being hidden, types and Dala finding it. Go to Ephraim Nontloso helped him to hide it and all that. And then Tunzi is like, okay, fine, now I'm your blood. I want to help you. For you to be safe, because they might come for you and your stuff, and because he doesn't trust Utapela no Tukulo, I think I must just keep your assets and monies and cars temporarily, and I'll give them back once everything is sorted. Will Sammy did transfer everything to Toons. Anyway, Dala tells Tapelo about the things that Dintle said about Umtunzi, and says that we need to tell you Anket about this. They go over to tell Semide about Umtunzi and say that they want him off the manager position, and they want him off the maintenance position also. They want him gone by end of the day. Semide says we can't just trust people who just spread lies about people. We can't just do that. I need to hear his side of the story. Semide asks him, is it true that you were conning people and that you kill people and all that? Tunza agrees and says, yeah, I did it. I didn't have a good upbringing, and what brings in the issue of not having a father in his life and blah, blah, blah. And then Utapelo says thanks Pototo for coming through for him with that issue with the lady that had lost his money while betting, and then says that I'm actually convinced that I want to give you the job, so I want to give you the manager position at Kopecha Fela. Oh, Pototo is thrilled and says he's taking the job. And then Tori Poet, they come back home late, drunk. Mama Hai did not even go to bed, waited for them to come home. And then when they started trying to knock on the, trying to open the door, they can't find their keys. She opens for them and tells them, or is this the kind of life you want, coming home drunk? This is not safe, Poet. You need to be responsible and look after Toriso. And then Toriso sends Ukiriboni pictures of him and Poet, the wedding photos. She's like, you guys look beautiful. I'm sorry I didn't come. Tori's like, no, it's okay, Mama. Don't worry about it. And then Toriso offers to do something nice for her and Ephraim, like a private lunch. And then they plan it. Apparently, Poet also assisted. They called Ephraim, invited him over to go have lunch, Kiriboni at the house. And then Ephraim does mention it does not seem like Poet is up for this idea or likes the idea of us together. I think Toriso put him up to it, and because Toriso is strong-willed. Is this a relationship waiting to happen between Ephraim and Kiriboni? Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye.